Hello everybody. Welcome to our channel Dolphin School of Real Estate. Today we are here to practice some interesting quizzes from Section 6, Violations of License Laws, Penalties and Procedures. So let's get started with the questions. Question number 1. Property seller Sue believes she has a valid case against broker Bob because Sue suffered monetary damages due to Bob's action as her real estate agent. Before Sue can seek recovery payment from the Florida Real Estate Recovery Fund, who must determine whether or not she suffered the damages. Here are the options for you. Option A, the FREC. B, the DBPR. C, a civil court. D, a probable cause panel. Take your time to carefully consider the question. When you're ready, make your selection, and we'll reveal the correct answer together. I hope you had enough time to think about the answer. So now let's reveal the correct answer together. So the correct answer for this one is a civil court. Not the FREC, or the DBPR or a probable cause panel. But it is going to be a civil court. Well done if you got it right. If not, don't worry, quizzes are all about learning and improving your real estate knowledge. Alright, next one. What is the purpose of the disciplinary guidelines set forth by the FREC? Let's explore the options. Option A, to limit the penalties the FREC may impose. B, to provide complainants with anticipated results of complaints. C, to give notice to licensees of the range of penalties allowed for each count during a hearing. D, to outline penalties allowed for mitigating circumstances. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about what the purpose of the disciplinary guidelines is, as set forth by the FREC. When you're ready, make your selection. I hope you have made your selection. Now, let's reveal the correct answer together. So the correct answer for this question is Option C, to give notice to licensees of the range of penalties allowed for each count during a hearing. Let's explore why option C is the correct answer. It is because the purpose of the disciplinary guidelines is to give notice to licensees of the range of penalties which normally will be imposed for each count during a formal or an informal hearing. Okay, question number 3. Being compensated for practicing real estate without a license is a. Option A, misdemeanor of the second degree. B, misdemeanor of the third degree. C, felony of the first degree. D, felony of the third degree. You know the drill. I will give you some time to think about the question and then you can make your selection and we will reveal the correct answer together. I hope you had enough time to make your selection. So let's reveal the answer together. The correct answer is going to be D, felony of the third degree. A person may not operate as a broker or sales associate without being the holder of a valid and current active license. Therefore, any person who violates this paragraph commits a felony of the third degree. Okay, here's another interesting question for you. So the question is, a notice of non-compliance may be issued for a minor violation. Which of the following falls within the statutory guidelines of a minor violation? Here are your options. Option A, broker Hale failed to maintain a sign at his brokerage office. B, broker Terry misappropriated $15,000 worth of escrow funds. C, sales associate Randy intentionally did not disclose to a buyer that a property's basement floods. D, Sandra does not have a real estate license but has sold over 5 houses for compensation. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about what could be considered minor violation according to the statutory guidelines. I am going to give you guys some time to think about the question. Whenever you're ready, make your selection. Okay, I hope you have your answers ready. Let's find out what the correct answer is. Well, the correct answer is going to be the first option. Broker Hale failed to maintain a sign at his brokerage office. A violation is a minor violation if it does not demonstrate a serious inability to practice the profession, result in economic or physical harm to a person, or adversely affect the public health, safety, or welfare, or create a significant threat of such harm. Alright, next question. A licensee who has received a final order of guilty for a violation complaint may appeal the order. Option A, to the probable cause panel. B, within 30 days after the final order. C, only if the licensee initially disputed the allegations. D, only if the licensee was provided an informal hearing. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about what actions a licensee can take after receiving a final order of guilty for a violation complaint. When you're ready, make your selection. Alright, I hope you made your selection. Now let's reveal the correct answer. Well, the correct answer is Option B, within 30 days after the final order. All proceedings shall be instituted by filing a notice of appeal or petition for review in accordance with the Florida Rules of Appellate Procedure within 30 days after the rendition of the order being appealed. Question number 6. To avoid denial of licensure, an applicant must. Here are your options. Option A, be 21 years old. B, not have been disbarred. C, have performed real estate services for 1 year prior to application for licensure. D, hold a college degree. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about what an applicant must do to ensure their application is not denied. When you're ready, make your selection. Alright, I hope you have made your choice. Let's unveil the correct answer together. So the correct answer is Option B, not have been disbarred. That's right. To avoid denial of licensure, an applicant must not have been disbarred. Alright, let's tackle yet another interesting question. Here's the question for you. Which of the following is not required when filing a complaint against a licensee for a rule or regulation violation? And here are your options. Option A, complaint must be in writing. B, complaint must be signed by the complainant. C, complaint must be legally sufficient. D, complaint must include witnesses to the action. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about what's not required when filing a complaint for a rule or regulation violation. When you're ready, make your selection. Alright, I hope you have made your choice. Let's reveal the answer together now. The correct answer is Option D. Complaint must include witnesses to the action. That's right. When filing a complaint against a licensee for a rule or regulation violation, it is not required to include witnesses to the action. Question number 8. The question is Revocation of a license. Here are your options. Option A is limited to a period of 1 year. B is limited to a period of 5 years. C is limited to a period of 10 years. D is permanent. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the consequences of license revocation. When you're ready, make your selection. I hope you made your choice. Let's unveil the correct answer together. The correct answer is option D, is permanent. That's correct. In the event the board, or the department when there is no board, determines that revocation of a license is the appropriate penalty, the revocation shall be permanent. Question number 9. If broker Bob knowingly files a second and then third false complaint against broker Tom, what can happen to Bob? Here are your options. Option A, he may be fined $5,000. B, his license may be cancelled. C, he may be barred from practicing real estate permanently. D, his license may be suspended. You know what to do. Think about the consequences of filing false complaints against another broker. And whenever you're ready, make your selection. Alright, I hope you have your answers ready. Let's unveil the correct answer together. So, the correct answer is C, he may be barred from practicing real estate permanently. That's correct. If broker Bob knowingly files false complaints against broker Tom multiple times, he could face the severe consequence of being permanently barred from practicing real estate. Okay, this is the last question from Section 6, Violations of License Law, Penalties and Procedures. Let's see if you can finish strong with this one. So here's the question for you. The FREC may suspend a license. And here are your options. Option A, for a period no longer than 2 years. B, for a period no longer than 3 years. C, for a period no longer than 5 years. D, for a period no longer than 10 years. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the possible suspension periods for a license by the FREC. When you're ready, make your selection. All right. I hope you have made your choice. So the answer for this question is going to be option D, for a period no longer than 10 years. That's right. The FREC may suspend a license for a period no longer than 10 years. The Commission may deny an application for licensure, registration, or permit, or renewal thereof, may place a licensee, registrant, or permittee on probation, may suspend a license, registration, or permit for a period not exceeding 10 years. I hope you found these questions helpful. It's been a pleasure quizzing with you. Before we end, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. And also please visit our website, dolphinschoolofrealestate.com, for additional quizzes and reading materials to help you excel in your real estate license exam. Thank you for participating, and best of luck on your journey to becoming a licensed real estate professional. See you next time.